Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Team is out there, and here we go in this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Defense trying to dig in here on this opening drive. It's third down and inches. Can he get there on the ground? Fights off a defender. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Now they'll set up for the point after. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. And it's good for a first down at the 36.
When this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M uni.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass caught. Second down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down. The gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan run are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The offense with some pre-snap motion. As the first down is still going. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50, across the 40, past the 20, past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick six. Can they recover from that right now? Short connection to the tight end here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And now the defense able to bring it down.
Chris, this sets up a little bit of trauma here in this playoff game. Now we've got a 4th and goal. You're down. Chance to be aggressive. Go for it. Put a touchdown on the board. Or do you get a little bit more conservative and just put 3 points up? Big decision here before we get to the half.
It's 4th and goal. Forget the chip shot. They're going for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle. And I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go. He uses that vision to get this touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And the return man runs out of bounds. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. It falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
He makes the grab. Tackle's made quickly, but that's a big gain. Ball moves to the 35-yard line.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Escapes the pocket. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Can he make it to the marker? Got space, looking to score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moves to the 47-yard line. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Well, they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Down he goes, a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Throws to the tight end. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky it's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Aggies will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out.
How about the defense here? They just kind of strung that play out, took away any real estate at all, pushed him out of bounds for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, A&M. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Beck. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Third and short, they'll try to throw for. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a quick catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here's the second down play. They'll test the right side here. Runs through the defender. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Second down play coming up. Quick completion to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass is caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Back to throw again. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain. Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. If the offense stays on the field, they're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, I'll be honest with you. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, it landed at the 8-yard line, but a lucky bounce into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Ncaa Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Caught quickly.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. And they've got him. A sack with the defense. They'll take momentum into the final quarter of play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down play here out of the shotgun. It's complete. Jukes to get past a man. Touchdown, Aggies. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Here's the kick. kickoff team now set to root this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And now the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Trucks through the defender. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
It's a quick grab. Great move in the open field. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They've got a 1st and goal. The offense a great chance to break the tie here late in the game. As a design quarterback keeper. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown Tigers. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Catch made down inside the 15. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Second down and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
The defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Hey, Chris, how often do we see it? When the game's on the line, it's about the line of scrimmage. This offensive line does their job. The running back gets in for this game-tying touchdown, and now you're an extra point away from taking the lead.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, holding just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Touchdown, A&M. And the defense adds 6 on the interception return. And that is any defender's dream. A touchdown to take the lead in the 4th quarter of a a playoff game.
Well, when you play this kind of scheme, it could lead you potentially into having opportunities to create turnovers. Here they get the bonus because they get points off of it, give themselves the lead. Now they're going to hold on here to see if they can advance to the national title.
VHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? It's caught downfield. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of light from this offense.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Back to throw. It's Speck. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he runs out of bounds after a good scramble to pick up the first down yardage and stop the clock here.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the tailback's got it again. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. No chance to catch him.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big gain, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's going to launch it deep again. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point and cover an onside kick. You never know.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the kick travels out of bounds. That's a flag, of course, but the onside kick fails. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback will take a knee. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.